Hi everyone, my name is Jeff. I'm Karen's husband, and she just asked me to spend a few minutes just talking about some of the books that I've really enjoyed over the past, year and a half. The first one is for younger readers, and it's All Better. All Better is a super fun book. You get these little reusable band-aids, and you kind of go through the story, and each animal gets hurt, and you go through the process, clean it, kiss it, put a bandage on it, all better. So it was just super fun. My son had a really good time placing the band-aids, and you can clean them if they get all full of gunk, and reuse them again and again and again. We read this book a ton when he was younger. The next book is A Wipe and Clean, capital letters. And I like this book. It comes with a reusable pen that you can just wash off after, and it's just super fun illustrations. It's a great way to get your kids, writing the alphabet, and they have different zigzag letters where you're going line to line, just tracing and copying, and it's just super fun, and you get a lot of value out of these two books. And that's what I love. I love getting value out of books, not just reading them once and tossing them, but really having books that give you a reason to go back and back and back and back. And along those lines, we have this one, Fast and Furry Racers, The Silver Serpent Cup. I love this book, and I always love it when he says he wants to read it. It's just a super fun story, and you have all these different characters that pop up throughout the story, and we just spend a few minutes each time before we read it just kind of looking at the characters and going over their names, so that way when they pop up in the story, he would point out, like, oh, there's Eagle Egghart or Hank the Hammer Chomsky. And super fun illustrations. It's just a great story. And you can see there's Hank the Hammer Chomsky. And then at the end of it, same thing, they have more characters in the back. So you can say, oh, Bubba, did you see Otto Van Skirmish or Bess and Bonnie Bumblebutt? And then you could go back through and reread it and find them. So I really like that. The next book is for slightly older readers. It's Alfie Onion, 7+. And this is a really great story about a kind of oaf of a brother that is sent on this quest by his mother. And the mother makes Alfie go along with him just to help him and carry his food and stuff like that. Alfie's the real hero of the story, not to spoil anything, but that's kind of, the classic tale. And he's accompanied by his talking dog, and along the way he meets some other talking animals, and they form this band, and they try and get to this castle and get past ogres. And the ogres aren't scary, they're just like oversized people. But it's a super cute book. It's got some illustrations in it. It's a chapter book. I really liked it, and yeah. It's just got some neat concepts in it, so Alfie Onion's a good one. The next one, which is for readers 8 to 12, is the Gateway series. Now, I just read both of these books, very short kind of chapter books, very entertaining. It's about a family who takes over this hotel, and soon they learn there's more than meets the eye with this hotel. And I've got company. And they try and it's basically an interdimensional portal for space, and all these different aliens come through, and like the Bryn Hask, and super fun stories to read. The next one is The Last 13. Now this is for 11+, and it's basically Harry Potter meets James Bond. These kids find out they have these powers. They're brought to this school to learn how to kind of gain control over them. And in the meantime, the main character, Sam, is having these visions of this ultimate bad guy who's trying to take over the world. So he's, constantly trying to come to terms with his new powers, and then who this other person is. So it was interesting. I've only read the first book, so I don't know how the story progresses, but the first one made me want to read the second one. And the last one, and this is for slightly older readers. This is for ages 10 to 14. It's The Mystery of the Clockwork Sparrow. And I'm only about 25 pages in, but I love this book so far. It's just well written. It's got my attention. It's about this new department store in London. And as you can see, this is a pretty serious chapter book. This is long. It's over 300 pages. But it's about this new store in London that's about to have its grand opening, and it's got all these department stores, all these different departments like women's clothing, men's clothing, furniture, stuff like that. But it's super well written. The characters are really engaging, and the owner is bringing his jewel collection. So there's there's a bunch of people trying to steal it, and they got to try and figure it out. So I can't wait to get more into this book because I'm really liking it so far. So I hope you found this useful, and sorry for the background noise, but my daughter, who is one, loves to play in here. Thank you. Bye.